All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the King of Avon Fist Tournament quarterfinals match number 2. And we have a banger for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Again, my name is Snow. I'm your commentator for this whole tournament. Hopefully you're not tired of hearing my voice by now, but we have the G-Man coming out right now from the tournament. G-Man had a very good match over Deku. I would have to say probably close to the match of the whole tournament so far, but again, we're only in the quarterfinals. Deku just wouldn't stay down, but finally G-Man got the win over Deku. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a underground match type. No ropes, no pins. You have to knock out or submit your opponent, and knockouts and submissions can take place anywhere in the arena. We've seen them happen multiple times on the outside, and we've seen a lot of crazy stuff go on the outside. G-Man making his way to the ring right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my second favorite to win the tournament is Jaxon Reid. And boy, ladies and gentlemen, that match that Jaxon Reid was a part of, oh my God, I have almost lost my voice 4 or 5 times during that match against Tribal Blood Hunter. Jaxon Reid got it done with a spear out of nowhere on the outside. Most untapped potential in PDTW, in my opinion. Again, Jaxon Reid is a 2-time Air Asia Tag Champion. And again, that's just would be a big win over G-Man. But again, G-Man's title or accolades are as impressive as Jaxon Reid, with a 1-time Discord champion, 2-time LBN Tag Champion, and a 1-time Dubai Desert Classic. But this is going to be the heavyweight matchup of the quarterfinals, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to send it down to Mike Rome for the rules explanation and the introduction of these competitors.
The following contest is an underground match. The only ways to win are by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Havana, Cuba, weighing in at 238 pounds, G-Man. And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 215 pounds, Jaxon Reid.
Thank you, Yapper Dapper Mike Rome, as always. Looking dapper as always. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go fisting, baby. We are in the quarterfinals, match number 2 of the King of Avon Fist Tournament. We have Jaxon Reid and G-Man, but Jaxon Reid is looking to just punch his way through this right now as G-Man gets a couple kicks into the back of the leg of Jaxon Reid. Both of these competitors had a very big... Oh, my! Just dropping Jaxon Reid on his neck. Both of these competitors had really grueling matches in the first round. And Jaxon Reid winning by a spear out of nowhere on Tribal Blood Hunter. And then G-Man just having a battle with the Deku, man. Incredible match. Deku took so many finishers and just didn't want to give up. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a underground style match. As you can see, there are no ropes, so there is no rope break. There are no pins. You have to knock or submit your opponent out. And Jaxon Reid going to the corner. What is Jaxon Reid looking to do here? Is he looking for that spear early? Oh, running high knee to the face of G-Man. And look, ladies and gentlemen, we have Tracksuit Terry Tibbs on the outside. Good to see you, Tracksuit Terry. Always glad to have you here at our TDTW King of Avon Fist Tournament Challenge. G-Man looking to lift up Jaxon Reid into a military press. Jaxon Reid looking to work the legs of, or excuse me, G-Man looking to work the legs of Jaxon Reid into a couple of maneuvers here as G-Man throwing Jaxon Reid around like a paper bag. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I have learned in this tournament is Jaxon Reid does not give up. Oh, right into the ring post goes Jaxon Reid. He might want to give up, but I don't know. Standing moonsault there by G-Man onto Jaxon Reid. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaxon Reid looking most untapped potential in TDTW. Oh, just clubbing the back of the head is G-Man, probably trying to knock out Jaxon Reid early. Again, this is the last match of the quarterfinals. Jaxon Reid gets out of the way of a standing moonsault there. Oh, just a punch to the face there by Jaxon Reid. But like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, last match of the quarterfinals. Winner goes on to face Double D in the semifinals. Double D having a great match against the Wanderer. Thinking the Wanderer had it there for a minute. Oh, just punching Jaxon Reid in the face, busting him open is G-Man. What is G-Man looking to do here? Every time they roll up or roll him over, ladies and gentlemen, I think he's going to try to do a pin, but there are no pins again. What is G-Man looking to do here? Oh, looking to try to tap him out, but no. Jaxon Reid said, no, I am not here to get tapped out. Oh, look at the throw. Oh, my God. Jaxon Reid just threw G-Man over tracksuit Terry. Jesus Christ. You'll never know what happens when you're standing at ringside in an underground match, ladies and gentlemen. Jaxon Reid looking to do some damage to G-Man, just throwing him back into the ring. Jaxon Reid looking to set up something here. Is it going to be that high knee? We'll see. Yes, it is. It's the high knee from Jaxon Reid onto G-Man. Looking to work the face area of G-Man. Jaxon Reid bust open G-Man with a knee to the face. We've seen a lot of blood here, ladies and gentlemen. And G-Man's looking to have enough, looking to just pick up his opponent and drop him down. Goes Jaxon Reid onto the mat by G-Man. Looking into probably looking for a submission here. No, just looking to work the leg of Jaxon Reid is G-Man. Trying to keep his opponent down. What's he trying to do here? Rolling him over. Oh, he's looking for a submission here on Jaxon Reid. Is that enough? But no, Jaxon Reid is looking to fight his way out of it and move on to the semifinals. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the semifinal match. Winner will go to face on Double D, and then the winner of that will go on to face our champion of the King of Avon Fist. Oh, a spear there by Jaxon Reid, and that's not enough. We did see him take out Tribal Bloodhunter with that spear, but that's not enough to take out G-Man. Looks like Jaxon Reid's going for a submission here. Trying to tap him out, but no, G-Man just says, no, I ain't going to get tapped out here. Looking to throw Jaxon Reid on the outside is G-Man. Oh my God, he's going for a Bulldog on the outside, and out goes Jaxon Reid. Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen that a couple times in this tournament with people getting bulldogged onto the outside of the ring. Never enough of high risk, high reward moves in underground matches. Actually, it looks like an F5, but no, into a neck breaker. Excuse me, a cutter. Goes Jaxon Reid onto G-Man. Jaxon Reid looking to, oh no. Looking to fight up the ramp we are here, ladies and gentlemen. The first time we've gotten off of the mat in this tournament. Jaxon Reid is taking this up to the stage, into the front row of the fans. Oh my, and onto the unprotected flooring of the arena goes G-Man. It looks like Jaxon Reid said enough of that. I'm going to take him back into the ring, but no, falls short. Jaxon Reid getting into the ring, getting back out of the ring, playing mind games with G-Man. May already be knocked out, working the back and the shoulders of G-Man as Jaxon Reid into a headbutt. Oh my. Working the head and neck area is Jaxon Reid. But, again, knockout or submission can come anywhere. We have seen that with Jaxon Reid do a knockout out of nowhere. And oh my! This doesn't look like it'd be enough, but it looks like Jaxon Reid is trying to get him to stand up. What does Jaxon Reid have under his belt? No, nothing there. Just punches him in the face with G-Man, but G-Man looking for the G-Driver possibly. Yes, and the G-Driver connects, but it's not enough to take out Jaxon Reid. We do know Jaxon Reid. Oh, looking for a submission here is G-Man. Is that going to be enough? Looks like Jaxon Reid is in pain. Look at his face. No, he's not going to tap out. Gets out of the submission maneuver. Jaxon Reid does and goes back to working the back and the legs. G-Man. We have seen Jaxon Reid do a out-of-nowhere spear against Tribal Bloodhunter. Is he looking to do that against G-Man again? No, it looks like he's trying to get him back into the ring. Throws G-Man back into the ring, and we're going back into the ring, ladies and gentlemen, here on Avon, King of Avon Fist Tournament. Jaxon Reid going to the corner. What is Jaxon Reid looking to do? Looking probably for that high knee again. Yes, it is the high knee, and it's not enough to knock out Jaxon Reid. Or, excuse me, G-Man. Working the body. Jaxon Reid. Trying to make it hard to breathe for his opponent right now. Oh, wait a minute. What is Jaxon Reid looking to do here? Looks into the... Oh, my. Still not enough. Jaxon Reid is gassed as both of our competitors are on the mat, ladies and gentlemen. Again, no pinfall, so Jaxon Reid can't just roll over and put his hand over him. No, he's got to knock him out or submit him. Jaxon Reid, the first back to his feet, working the shoulder traps of G-Man. Jaxon Reid, is that going to be enough for a submission? The crowd is loving it. No, it is not. Sweep of the leg by G-Man, but G-Man saying, nah, man, I'm going to stand you up. I'm going to hit you with something. Looks like it might be the G-Driver again. Yes, it is. It's a G-Driver. Is that going to be enough? And that is enough to take out Jaxon Reid. G-Man is going to advance to the semifinals and take out Double D, ladies and gentlemen.
Here is your winner, G.
Wow. G-Man went out of nowhere with that G-Driver. It's going to advance to the semifinals to take on Double D. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. But until then, this has been the King of Avon.